So the first Master Grade EX model was the Unicorn Final Battle version, which I didn't get. I've never been a big fan of unicorns, although I keep getting normal Master Grades. But anyways, really wanted to get the Strike Freedom. And you can see I haven't actually finished it yet because I was so blown away by the inner frame I had to show it. It looks beautiful. I think it's like 4 different shades of gold. And then they also have the silver metal etching pieces, which I'm going to be honest, not a big fan. And they'll probably be fine once I actually put the armor on, but I kind of lost one on the knee. And personally, I like the inner detail on the gold parts instead of the silver. Maybe that's just me, but it looks better, I think, with all gold, because Strike Freedom's known for having gold, and having the silver, kind of weird. It's not everywhere, just like the chest, the knees, the calves, like 4 pieces of the calves, and then the back. And I think there's 2 on the backpack once I build that. And they also have these little thicker stickers, like you can see the red here. There's some on legs. It's red and green, but I think it's really all red on the body. And then you got the blue for the cameras, which I think they all stuck. You have a choice for the eyes. I decided to go for the metallic gold eyes. You actually have clear yellow, but since you don't have a way to put an LED in this body, I'm like, well, what's the point of the clear? I think it's just because it shines, because it's gold. And everything is so beautiful. This is a kit where I would totally buy again if it was mechanical clear, meaning the armor is completely cleared. It could be colored, but I prefer just to be normal white clear, like I have the real grade original RX-78-2. This would be amazing to see all this gold with the armor on top. Totally get that. And of course, I mean, like, there's not much point in going through the articulation right now because it will be hindered with the armor. It's just an inevitability. But you've got pretty much whatever you need. And fully articulate fingers, which is usually reserved for Universal Sentry. I'm trying to think of kits that aren't Universal Sentry which actually have those and that aren't third party. And I'm not really thinking of any. You even got some parts that can move on the skirts. But yeah, this thing, it looks amazing. It holds together great. And this is, like I said, just the inner frame. And I like the little ad. First I was like, did I put it together wrong? But then I remembered, no, it's supposed to do that. It even shows in the promo video. And there goes another silver piece. See, if you're going to use those, I suggest gluing them on. Because even if it has the armor on top, I'm not sure if everything, like these parts here, there's no more armor, I don't think, so those would definitely fall off if you don't glue them. I think I'm just going to take them off, really. I don't really like them. I like the thrusters. I think there's only supposed to be 2 usually, but they've got 3 here on this version, which is fine. Even inner frame for the ankle armor, which I guess that happens. It's just kind of weird. Maybe because it's in the gold. I love this burnt gold. Just all the different shades of gold. This thing is amazing. Once again, if they do a mechanical clear, definitely picking it up for sure. You know, there's sometimes when you get a kit built and you're like, it's not just a model, it's literally a work of art. That's what the EX Master Grade Strike Freedom is. It's gorgeous. It looks perfect. I love everything about it almost. There's one problem that I have that I can find anyways. Okay, actually, there's 2. Because, well, just like with other Master Grades which have these articulated hands, if one pops off, it never wants to go back on again. Or at least it'll go on and just easily fall off when you're not even looking at it. This, the index finger here on the right hand, I don't even know why it came off. I wasn't even handling it. I just noticed it was on the table and I put it back on and it just keeps falling off. I gave up. I glued it. It's in the right position to hold the beam rifle, so that's all I really need. But, man, this thing, just look at it. All the gold that shines through, the clear jewels. It's interesting they didn't use clear red for the other parts. I guess that makes sense, but I really like the clear jewel here on the shoulders, the crotch, and the arms. It just, God, this thing is gorgeous. Like, I can't get over it. I can't get over how nice it is. All the extra detail. All, like, the ventage and the crotch. You got the nice, look at that, nice detail underneath the crotch. And this part can open up. That's neat. Something that no other Strike Freedom kit does. Because, well, it doesn't have the detail. This one's... There we go. Okay. Yeah. Nice. I don't think anything else does that. But yeah, whatever. But even in the legs, you got the thrusters here that can open up. I had a real hard time with these panels right here. They're attached by like two little pegs inside, like two little, for a little hinge, and man, you gotta get them just right. Just right. And the other problem I have, the second problem, the beam saber handles. These come off. They don't fall off. It's just that when they're back here, they can easily hit the wings or something, or you try to hold it and you hit them and they come off. Just a pain for me. And I did end up taking off the silver metal little sticker decals because I didn't like them. They just wouldn't stay. And I could have glued them, but I'm like, it looks better without them. I don't know. I don't think it needs the extra silver, but it's there. It's nice to have the option, and it's got great articulation. I showed it before, but you know what? Even with the shoulder armor or like all the armor, it's still pretty decent. Can't really complain that much. And I messed with the kit. Both beam sabers came off the back, so that's annoying. It's got great poseability even with all the armor on it. They did a great job. Even the beam saber or the beam rifles, they don't go out too far, but you can definitely kind of move things enough to get the leg out respectably. Got a little swivel. I don't know why this piece keeps coming off. This is the second time it's come off. I must not push it in all the way, but we'll fix that later. Let's just finish that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. That knee armor. Oh, very smooth. And look at the thigh. You don't get this a lot, but that's just a nice smooth motion on the ocean. And the ankle armor here, how the leg, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. It's so cool. They did such a good job. You got the little toe there. That's a nice tight joint. Oh, very good, Bandai. Very good. Let me get that armor back on. At one point, I never liked with the original Master Grade were the wings, how they had that weird gearing system. So when you open up the one wing section, the other one comes up with it, and then the little ones here open up too. These ones are just manual. You don't have the little gearing system, and I am so happy about that. That was always a pain. I hated it so much. But yeah, these wings are great. They got the little piece here that can open. I think the other one had like two. It was too much. But for being seeming to be simple, and they can extend here, right here. So I mean, for being more I don't know, easier to work with. It's so much better. And the dragoons look cool, which they had an effect part. I'm sure there will be like a full burst version, which comes with all the effect parts, much like the what was it? The band version. There's a Dragon Momoko. I haven't showed it. I should have, but I should have got it. But it's the I have the Dragon Momoko, which has a metal inner frame. Very awesome. And it was my favorite for the longest time, but this one has taken that spot, as it should. And, well, I've already talked about the beam saber handles, but I'll bring these stupid things in. But, just like they should, they got a clip in there, you gotta have the beam effects, and you got a hole in both handles, so shouldn't be too hard to get this into the hand, right? There is a tab, those, because it is the same as the Universal Sentry, got the little flip-out tab, which can be a pain. But we'll get it right in there, see how it fits, maybe. Alright, very good, very good. And I might as well show it, since I'm talking about it. But you got extra hands, thankfully. You don't just have the articulate hands, so if you have fingers falling off left and right, you can replace them. You got one for the beam rifle, which has a little tab in there. You got just punching, which he didn't actually do it. The what's his face from Build Divers, he did that. He punched someone with a strike finger. That was cool. And then you got the palm to the face, which has a hinge. So that's nice. It's the only one that has a hinge. And they actually replaced the wrist hinge here with just a simple straight connection. So there is no wrist hinge built into these. But you know what? I never liked the wrist hinge in these articulate hands. They never work when you're holding a beam rifle. They droop. It doesn't seem to matter how heavy it is. It always makes it droop. Of course, the heavier, the worse it is. But yeah, I'd much rather have a nice solid joint for the wrist than have it bend down all the time. And beam rifles, let's show those off. They peg in this really weird connection. I thought it would be just like or more like the original Master Grade, but it's got this really cool foldy out piece right here. And so you just push that back, and then you can bring these ones forward. There's no pulling out or like dropping down or anything. It's very simple the way they did it. Very it's more finesse, let's just say. Get these out. They got their own little clear sensor piece, which is cool. And then you just gotta raise the back skirts up. That's the only thing that you do differently, or that I should say do the same as the other one. Oh yeah, these things pop out. I kind of forgot about that. So the back skirts want to do that too. And well, they're beam rifles. You got the little round tab hole because the holding hand for the guns. But I mean, you could probably get these ones to work, but I'm just going to use the normal holding hands because they got the little tab and they're round. Usually they're rectangular. They changed it up. Kind of weird, but it looks good. You got the clear there. You got a little bit of gold tucked in there, and of course they're the same. You can flip that little connection point down. Would have been nice if they could make these hide and like push in, but that's asking too much. And of course they combine. So you get to see this one's the one at the back. And I guess you can extend the barrel on both. So, but I think it looks better in, just because it kind of conforms better once you. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the other way around. That's the back. Yeah. Because if you extend this, then these parts don't line up anymore, and it looks kind of weird. I like how it kind of blends a little better together. Just gotta extend that one, and then get that handle out of the way. Oh yeah, there. Yeah. So now we have the combination. I've never been a huge fan of it, but it doesn't look too bad. Not too bad. And no problem holding the combined beam rifle in the one hand. Nice tight joints too, so I don't have to worry about them flopping down, which is nice. And we got the cool little jewels here for the beam shields. Yeah, it's beam shields. It actually has two, where I think the other one has one. But I really like how these look. It's like got a glittery effect to it. I don't know if the camera's bringing it up, but it's very nice. And so I guess you just have to remove the entire thing, actually. Just a simple pop and swap. But it looks good, and it looked good on both arms, and it did get used with both arms to block like the sword, anti-ship sword from the Destiny, and a couple other times. So that's cool. And of course the rail guns have been upgraded some, because you got this little extendo piece. And of course the back still does this thing. Oh, if I can show it there, yeah, it does this whole thing. So it's a little more complicated than what it originally was designed. But I really like those sensors on the railguns. Makes sense. I like the way it looks. And oh yeah, I think these open up too, don't they? On the shoulders. Yeah, they do, and they pop out a little bit for the thrusters. That's kind of neat. I like that. Now I'd be very surprised if they didn't release like an extreme burst or full burst version of this kit, because it could use a stand. Which came with the Dragon Momoko version I have, and you can have all the beam effects out, because it has all the beam effects for everything: the dragoons, the cannon, the stomach, each beam rifle, everything. And you can have a full burst on display. It looks amazing. I'll be so surprised if they don't include that.